Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to predict if companies are cooking the books or cooking up success. Today, we're dissecting a filing from Onto Innovation Incorporated, and let me tell you, there is a little something new brewing that might affect how some of their top people get paid. Before we dive in, if you are all about getting the real story behind company reports, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we've built a fantastic community over on our Discord server, linked in the description below. Come join the conversation. So what is the big news from Onto Innovation Incorporated or Onto Inc? As you'll see it in some places. Well, it looks like on the 19th of November 2025, they officially put into motion a new plan for some of their most important people. It's not a major financial report, so don't expect a deep dive into quarterly earnings here. But this one touches on how executives and directors might be getting paid in the future through something called deferred compensation. This filing is mainly about the adoption of a new plan called the Onto Innovation Non-Qualified Deferred Compensation Plan. Think of it as a way for certain employees and non-employee directors to set aside some of their pay for later, kind of like a fancy savings account that is optional. This plan is designed to play nice with tax rules. Specifically Section 409A of the Internal Revenue Code. We're not talking about everyone here though. Initially, all of Onto Innovation's executive officers are eligible to participate. Now, what does that mean for the participants? Well, they can choose to defer, meaning put aside a pretty significant chunk of their pay for employees. This could be up to 75% of their yearly base salary, and for bonuses, performance share units, and restricted stock units, it can be up to 100%. That is right, they can choose to put away their entire bonus or stock awards for the future. For the directors who are not full-time employees, they can defer up to 100% of their annual retainer, fees they get for meetings, and restricted stock units. Here is an interesting part. Any money these participants choose to put into this plan is theirs right away, fully vested. On top of that, the company itself can decide to contribute to these accounts too, and those company contributions also vest immediately. So it is a pretty good deal for them getting money in and having it be theirs almost instantly. The money in these accounts isn't just sitting there, it is invested. Participants get to pick from a menu of investment options provided by the company, and their account balance will go up or down based on how those investments perform. So while the company is offering a way to defer pay, it is also giving participants a chance to grow that money, similar to how you might invest in a 401k, but with different rules, especially around when you can actually get the money out. When can people get their hands on this deferred money? Well, it depends. For the money they put in themselves, they can choose to get it paid out either all at once, as a lump sum, or in smaller yearly payments over 2 to 5 years. They can decide when that happens. But if they want to receive it after they leave the company, they have a longer window to choose from, between 2 and 10 years. The rules are a bit different for any money the company kicks in. Those specific company contributions are paid out either as a lump sum or in annual installments over 2 to 10 years. And this payout only happens after the participant leaves the company. So there is a difference in how immediate versus delayed these payouts can be depending on whose money it is. This filing also includes the actual adoption agreement for the plan. Think of this as the specific document that outlines the details for each individual participant, like how much they are deferring, what investments they've chosen, and their payout elections. It's the nitty-gritty that brings the overall plan to life for each person involved. Now, what is my take on all this? This is not a report with tons of financial numbers to crunch, so we can't really do a deep dive into revenue or profits here. However, the adoption of a non-qualified deferred compensation plan shows a few things. First, Onto Innovation, Onto Incorporated, is actively trying to provide competitive compensation and benefits to attract and retain top talent, especially its executive officers and directors. Offering these kinds of plans can be a significant perk, allowing key individuals to defer taxes on substantial compensation and potentially grow that money over time. It suggests the company is thinking long-term about its leadership team. The flexibility in deferral percentages and payout options provides participants with control over their financial future, which is generally a positive for employee morale and retention. However, these plans are unfunded, meaning the company is not setting aside specific assets to cover its obligations. This is common for such plans, but it does mean that participants are essentially unsecured creditors of the company. In the very unlikely event of severe financial distress for Onto Innovation, repayment of these deferred amounts could be affected. That's a risk inherent in most non-qualified deferred compensation arrangements. From a strategic standpoint, this move likely aims to align the interests of top management with the long-term success of the company, by allowing them to defer significant portions of their pay and have it grow. The leaders are more incentivized to make decisions that benefit over the long run, not just for immediate bonuses. It is about encouraging a focus on sustained growth and value creation. In conclusion, onto Innovation's decision to implement this deferred compensation plan is a standard, yet important step in its executive compensation strategy. It signals a commitment to retaining its key people by offering attractive, tax-advantage ways to save and invest their earnings. While there are always risks associated with unfunded plans during periods of economic downturn, for now, this appears to be a well-reasoned move to bolster its leadership team and ensure continued focus on long-term company performance. Alright, that is our breakdown of Onto Innovation's Form 8K filing. What is your take on this new compensation plan and what it signals for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.